Yeah, that's what you do, and that's who the you is. And you want to sit here and act like that's not who the you is. Shut the fuck talking when I'm talking. Don't you talk again. Why the are you talking?
No.
Why are you talking?
Because
shut the fuck up.
Are you going to be disrespectful? I was respectful to you.
There you go. It's not about respect. It's the fact that you
But did I answer
you're still
you?
holding in. No, you're still holding in. I disrespect
Because
you
it's called
you should stand up
composure.
for yourself. No.
No.
You should stand up for yourself. No.
You don't know me.
No.
You don't know me at
I know
all.
you're a human being. And I know that the way you're reacting to someone doing that is not natural.
It's called composure.
No, it's called
This is so crazy.
You're ma'am.
Who is shaking?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you, if you lost,
No frame.
You never lost shit.
Emotion.
Right, because you are whole. I'm sorry, I don't want to cuss. You say don't cuss for anybody. I'm gonna say this. You are beautiful. You never lost nothing. Nothing never cost you nothing.
But how do you know if you weren't there?
That was a hell of a teaser, wasn't it? Guys, the conversation that I have for you here today has left me perplexed, but it's one of which we need to be able to go over. We're going to head over to Maggie, the Substitute Teacher's channel, and shout out to Maggie. I call her on this channel the Elder Auntie in Chief, for she held tremendous feminine frame throughout this ridiculous conversation, and it deserves a larger audience to talk about several things, all right? But a brief overview of this is that Maggie went over to the Digital Social Hour podcast, and what started out as a debate in regards to Bible, right? And I don't think Maggie is like a theologian, right? She's not a scholar on the Bible. She's never claimed to be one, but she believes in it. So that's where the conversation started. And then it dematerialized into something incredibly more sinister, okay? They tried to get a rise out of her by attacking the faith first, but to her credit, she held ground. She held feminine frame. So we're going to start at that part, right? Where the woman, the toxic masculine woman, begins to praise her. But then Maggie says that she teaches femininity. And let me give you guys a fair warning, all right? This is one of the many reasons I don't like to go on these gotcha moment type podcasts where it's clearly a setup. You could be walking in built for a real conversation or discussion, but they are looking for clips. And when you have people that are thirsty for status, they're thirsty to climb the digital ranks, they will stop at nothing, not shy of even their own morality, will stop at nothing for that clip, for that fame. And it's disgusting to watch because I know Maggie wasn't there for that. But in the social media landscape of today, or more accurately, the algorithm landscape of today, shock value sells. So we're going to head over here, have this conversation, see what happened, watch Maggie in real time, understand the mistake that she made in walking into this building, and use it as a lesson for today. For the lesson is just not about holding feminine framed, all the MTRs that are out there, but the importance of holding it when people are trying as hard as they can to knock you out of it. So let's go through the content and let me guys know if I should do a live stream about this, because this is something that's going to cause a lot of conversation, but let's get active. Without further ado.
Talking about is, okay, actually you're a very nice lady.
Thank
okay?
you.
So,
I teach femininity.
you teach femininity?
I do.
Why do you have to teach femininity?
Because women have lost it today.
How did they lose it?
Because they're trying to compete with men as men, and we've lost our
So
femininity.
you think femininity is just talking like this?
Absolutely not. That's not me at all.
No. When you say that women have been fierce, you're African.
I am.
Do you know they're fierce African warrior women?
Absolutely, but they're still feminine.
How are they feminine when they were slicing people's heads off, ripping them apart?
You know what?
You're saying you teach femininity.
I
I'm going
do.
to gamble and say that you teach them not to do those things.
Well, people do what they have to do in the time that they live to survive. There was a time when we had to grow our own crops and slaughter our animals. We don't do that anymore.
So they don't have to survive today.
I didn't say that. When I said that,
You said women lost it today.
I said women lost their femininity. Please don't speak for me.
Well, no, you said women lost their femininity today, and I said you're from Africa.
I
women
am.
were warriors.
Women
you said
were-
they had to do it back then.
Not
but
only-
today you said they don't have to do it now. They don't have to survive. Women.
What I said is
What?
we all did what we had to survive in the time
And they
that
don't
we
do
were
that
living.
today?
If I may
Women don't-
finish.
No, you can finish. I'm asking you, do they do it today?
Yes.
So you teach femininity.
I
You
do.
teach women that they should be sweet and kind or be warriors?
I teach women that they shouldn't be men.
Wait a minute. Do you teach them to be sweet and kind, or do you teach them to be warriors?
If you want to
if
be,
a woman fights a man,
I wasn't finished.
I'm going to ask you. I got to
Okay.
because
You've asked me
I
multiple-
can't let this niceness throw me off.
Yeah,
when
I'm struggling that you're bothered by it.
Because you said you teach femininity.
I
when
do.
a woman is fighting,
Women
do you
shouldn't
say
fight.
that's manly, or
It
do you
is.
say it's feminine?
It's
So,
very masculine.
If it's manly,
It
they
is.
are warriors today,
Yes.
and they don't have to survive today. But in the past, when they were warriors, it's okay.
Okay, if I may answer you.
Sure.
Again, we all do what we have to do to survive. There was a time when we had to grow our own crops and slaughter our own animals. I don't
Yes.
know if you're a mother. I'll speak for myself.
I'm
I had
talking
2
about
boys.
warriors, not farmers, not husbandry.
If
Talking
I
about
may-
warriors.
If I may answer.
Sure, answer, please. I'm waiting.
I consider myself a very kind and nonviolent person.
Mm-hmm.
However, cross me about my boys, it'll be a very different story.
Mm-hmm.
So
What will
if
you
you're
do?
in
What will you do? Will you
whatever
still be
I have
feminine?
to, not in that
So
moment.
it's masculine to fight.
Absolutely.
Oh, so women can't fight.
I never said that. I never said that.
You did.
There
you said
were
it's
women.
masculine to fight.
It is masculine to
So
fight.
women can't fight, or they're manly.
You can be a woman and have masculine moments. I'll give you an example. I'm a boy mom. There are times when I have to say, "Hey, get over
so
here."
you're manly.
In that moment, yes. But
So
when
why
I'm
are you
with,
teaching femininity if you're manly?
because my man
so
will
you
not.
can be manly when you need to, but
And
the
so
women who
can
are
you.
manly, they
And
can't.
no, absolutely. What I'm saying is the women who come to me want to be in a relationship with a masculine man. A masculine man requires a feminine woman, full stop.
Yeah.
All right?
Come on.
So if you want to be with a masculine man, oftentimes women today do not realize how masculine they have become. I'll give you another real world example.
Before the real world example, Maggie, you're doing a wonderful job of answering questions from somebody that doesn't want the answers. They're not listening to understand. They're listening to get you in a gotcha moment. They're listening to try to compete with you. She's purposefully taking words that you were saying and twisting them to fit her own narrative, and then closing options to different questions after setting up a straw man to force you to answer, not based off of the way that you answered the question, but the way that she's form-fit the question to fit her dirty little narrative. Women should be shown a guidebook for femininity the same way that men are showed a guidebook for masculinity. And we've lost sight of that in our cushy-ass society today, which then speaks to Maggie's point of different times in history called for different behaviors dependent upon the environment that you lived in. Instead of questioning it, this woman would be the exact type that would benefit from hearing the information. She even said she's getting thrown off by Maggie's nice tone. Perhaps if you utilize a nice tone as opposed to a confrontational tone, a lot more people would listen to what you have to say. But let's keep going.
A former executive, when you have to lead people and manage budgets and do all these things with millions, you take on that masculine energy and you don't know sometimes how to turn it off and be nice
Back
and
at
sweet
home.
when
Yeah.
you're in a nurturing mode, when you're with your husband.
Who's the
when-
governor of that? Who decides? You? Because
What?
you're a femininity coach. So you decide.
No, the men are
that
deciding.
When women are ready to be manly, they can be manly. You're calling it man. You call it manly to be assertive. You call it manly.
It
to,
is.
See. So you can decide because you're
For
the,
me.
But you're. There are so many women. There's
And not
billions
every
of people.
and not
You-
everybody is my
so
student.
how do you get to be an authority on who's feminine and who's not?
I'm not the authority
you
for
just said you're a
everyone.
femininity coach.
I am.
No.
When women come
So you're
to
not
me
an authority. So I
because
shouldn't
they,
listen to you.
No, you shouldn't.
Okay,
Because they
no one
want
should-
what I
no one should
have.
listen to you.
No.
Thank you. She said it.
No.
one should. So
I
you're
said
not, so
you-
She's such an idiot. You should listen to people that get the result or have the result in life that you want. This hyena battle axe, fake masculine woman on the left doesn't want the life result of what a Maggie has, so she shouldn't listen to Maggie. But that's not what Maggie said.
don't know anything about femininity because femininity isn't being nice and sweet. And guess what? Femininity is about fighting because
I disagree.
Because guess what? Females, lions, fight to the death while the male sits back. Women and mothers like you
You're an idiot. Are you telling me that the male lion doesn't fight? Is that what you're saying?
said, fight for their children. You said it's manly to fight.
It
so you are
is.
not. Which one is it?
Nobody is feminine 100% of the time, and if a man
Exactly.
loses a family member and he is heartbroken and crying, that is not a masculine moment. That is
I think we need to redefine all of. We need to redefine
No.
that crying is not being masculine. We need to redefine that being fighting isn't not being feminine. That's the
I
problem.
hope she
You
has
can
no
just-
boys.
You can define it however you want to. All I'm saying is there is a natural biology.
So is it
Wow,
it
you
wrong?
really-
No, is
interrupting
it wrong
is-
for your is it wrong
It's
for
masculine.
your sons to cry if
Absolutely
their
not.
turtle dies?
Absolutely
And
not.
is it wrong if your son gets hit by another person and he cries and they say you're a sissy?
That's
by
absolutely
your
wrong.
standards, he's being feminine crying.
If
right?
he's a boy, that's expected. If he's a man, absolutely
so
not.
if
He'll
a
do
man
Correct.
gets punched in the face and it's
He's going to punch you back.
So wait, men can't cry?
I never
That's
said
not-
that.
Yes, you
Are you
just did.
listening?
You
No.
just did.
I said we are not masculine 100% of the time.
That's-
and we
yes.
are not feminine 100% of the time.
Who's
Whatever outcome the woman wants, the women that come to me, because you said
Exactly.
I shouldn't be the authority. I am not the authority. I am just a mom on the internet.
Right.
But women come to me because they want what I have. They see something in
Yes.
me that they do not see in somebody like you.
Get her, Maggie.
And they
Really?
say, you know what, Maggie, I would love to have a relationship like yours. I would love to be able to communicate like you. I would like to be able to keep my composure like you. I would love to be able to have respect of men
Talk,
that
Maggie.
do not know me. How can I do that? I see.
Give them everything you got, then.
Okay.
It's the only way you can do it.
Before this idiot comes on, Maggie, you're doing a wonderful job of bringing back the importance of femininity and restoration of the importance of femininity, or how to be strong within your femininity, is something that we support over here. I bet you if you ask this young lady, what's the difference between masculinity and femininity, she either wouldn't have an answer or she'd come up with something that made literally no sense. For in fact, these distributors of chaos want to change definitions of words to fit whatever narrative that they feel good about in the short term to govern their raggedy ass lives. Yes, women utilize masculinity at the time that it calls for it, and the same thing as men utilizing feminine behaviors or traits at the point that it calls for it. But without us understanding the ratio of behaviors or activities will decrease the chances of us getting the results out of life that we want. That's what Maggie is trying to say, but you won't even let her speak. You're twisting her words more than a gymnast off of the dismount. Maggie is not trying to control all women. She's reminding them the importance of femininity. What if you could copy the exact system that I use to generate between $50,000 and $100,000 a month purely from posting commentary content online? My life right now consists of no boss, no commute, no alarm, and I work when I want. And I've spent the past 8 years building this framework out from scratch. And 1 million subscribers later, over 400 million lifetime views, and I've never once talked about exactly how I do it. Until now. Now, my system is called Viral to Value, and it's the step-by-step blueprint that I personally use every single day to turn viral moments into real, life-changing income in any niche. If you're ready to stop guessing and start building something that is actually yours, click the link below and let's get to work. Now, let's see what King Dust over here has to say.
Because no matter what you do, hold up, you just said they come to you and they say they love everything that you got. So if you want to help them, give them everything that you got.
I do.
Hold up. No, give them everything. You should have nothing left for yourself.
No, that's not true.
Yeah, if you gave them everything, if they like everything that you like, if I like your shirt and you
Yes.
give me your shirt, you
Yeah.
have no other shirt.
Right.
Right? If you gave me your shirt right now.
Why are they
you
letting
shirt.
him talk?
That is true.
So that's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is that you are fighting for things. And listen, I said, talk, you're beautiful. I love you. I love everything you said. I'm going to say this. I cry all the time. I cry before I started
You're not.
this.
You're masculine.
Right,
Feminine.
but I'm masculine and femininity. They exist together,
yes, it's,
From what?
it's called
It-
polarity.
it's
We
both,
do agree.
right? It's
Yes.
it's both. But I don't want a woman. Like a lot of men want a submissive woman. I don't want a submissive woman. I don't
'Cause
like-
you're not
I
a
don't- I don't
masculine
want nobody-
man.
Oh, listen. Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this.
Big true, Maggie.
Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. I'm something that you probably don't understand, right? A masculine
You're
man
right.
is going to tell you what to do. They're going to attach you. They're going to try to hold you down. Listen to me. Hold up. Listen to me. I exist in both. I'm both masculine and feminine, right? Because I understand the duality of both. I understand that my mind have a left and a right side. I activate them both, right?
Okay.
Pay attention.
I'm going to say this. I'm not here to tell you what you should do, right? I'm not going to define what's masculinity to you and what
She's not there
but
to do
I don't
that
want
either.
a submissive woman, because once you tell a woman to submit to you, that's me telling the woman that I'm above her. I'm not above no woman. Hold up. If that's the case, when a child come out, then the mother should automatically submit to the child if the child is a male. Hold up, because you're suggesting that I am above you, right? That
My
you
man
should,
is.
Hold up. Listen, I'm gonna say this.
But
You're in
she's
prison.
married.
Listen, I'm gonna say this. And
I'm
your man,
happy.
listen to me. You're in prison.
I'm
Your
not.
man is fine what you do, and that's a life that you shouldn't want to live.
You're
right?
wrong.
Because you have been programmed to believe that submitting is something that you want to do, but in
I
reality, in your
disagree with
mind, listen, let me tell you
you.
something. Right now, I'm just right now, know what you're doing right now? you're wearing what they call a mask. Right now, you're doing this. I disagree
Then
with
who's-
you.
then
Hold
who's
on.
the real me?
Listen. Oh, I could just ask your husband. He'll tell you when you're mad. Yeah. That's what you do. And that's who the you is. And you want to sit here and act like that's not who the
Excuse me.
Shut the fuck up talking when I'm talking. Don't you talk again. Why the are you talking?
No.
Why are you talking?
Because
Shut
I
the
can't.
fuck up.
Are you going to be disrespectful? I was respectful to you.
There you go. It's not about respect. It's the fact that you
But
was
did
holding.
I answer
you're still
you?
holding in. No, you're still holding in. I disrespect
Because
you.
it's called
You should stand up
composure.
for yourself. No.
No.
You should stand up for yourself. No.
Listen, let's go back. All right. I want to replay that in a quick second right here. But this is simply and utterly disgusting. Masculine men do not want masculine women. Maggie called that out, and the young man completely and utterly lost control, lost frame. He tried to butter it up at first, but he was already ticked off. So now he thinks he needs to prove what a masculine man acts like. This is what I refer to as hood masculinity. It's fake masculinity. It's bravado, machismo masculinity, based off of brawn, brute strength, screaming matches, but it's not real. For the most masculine man is the one that remains the most quiet in the room, plotting an attack. And sometimes the best plan of attack is to remove yourself from the situation. But this is clearly a young man, a single mother-raised young man that thinks that this is what is being masculine. These men boys look at masculinity as something that needs to be subdued instead of something that should be complemented by femininity. But they didn't grow up watching it, so they don't even know what it is. And that's exactly why these conversations tend to go nowhere. You're entering in men boys into a conversation about masculinity and men. He doesn't understand the balance. He doesn't need to understand the balance. They think that leadership is oppression or structure is control with no boundaries. But he came in and overtook the conversation supposedly of someone who he is defending. And look at the way that he reacted. Let's watch again.
Who's the real me?
Oh, I could just ask your husband. He'll tell you when you're mad. Yeah. That's what you do. And that's who the you
Look
is.
at her agreeing.
And you want
What
to
are
sit
you
here and act like
talking
that's
about?
not who the fuck
Excuse me.
you. Shut the fuck up talking when I'm talking. Don't you talk again. Why the fuck are you talking?
No.
Why are you talking?
Because
Shut
I
the
can't.
fuck up.
Are you going to be disrespectful? I was respectful to you.
There you go. It's not about respect. It's the fact that you
But
was
did
holding.
I
You're
answer
still
you?
holding in. No, you're still holding in. I disrespect
Because
you.
it's called
You should stand up
composure.
for yourself. No.
No.
You should stand up for yourself. No.
No.
You're bottling it in. When you leave, you know what you're gonna say? That motherfucker in there yelling at me. He's doing all this shit.
I
You're
don't
gonna
have
release.
to say. I don't have to say it because you made
You made a great point.
You made
You're not being
an-
yourself.
You don't
I'm
know
sorry.
me.
No,
You don't know me at
I know you're
all.
a human being, and I know that the way you're reacting to someone doing that is not natural.
It's called composure.
No, it's called you're
This
being.
is so crazy.
You're, ma'am.
Who is
and-
shaking? Oh, she's shaking?
You.
I'm sorry that.
like this. You're angry a minute.
I am not angry because I don't respect you.
Get him, Maggie.
I don't respect
Go
you.
where you respect it. You can't get respect. Listen,
You can shout at me, but I don't
never
even
shouted.
know you.
Listen,
You
Yeah.
shouted at me and you slammed the table.
Right.
Listen, you disrespected me since you've been here. You say I was
How did I
masculine. You said I
oh,
was
yeah, I said
masculine.
you're not
You
a
said you don't
masculine
respect
man.
me. Listen,
Yeah,
hold on.
that's
Everything
true.
That's
that
true.
you said was disrespect. But you,
Yeah.
listen, everything I said to you was polite, was giving you,
You
nothing
did.
but love, right? But the moment I said something you didn't like, you're going to say that disrespect. But you never acknowledged when I said something good to you.
But you said you
never
loved-
acknowledged it.
No.
Hold up. Stop. Let me
I said
speak.
thank-
Thank God I had a father.
You never acknowledged when I said something good to you. But the moment I say something you don't like, you acknowledge that. But that's how people is in the
I
world.
did
They
thank you.
acknowledge what's bad. They never acknowledge what they can figure is good.
Okay, may I
Right?
speak?
Stu can barely talk.
Why should I allow you to speak when you won't even accept my kindness?
I did. When you gave me the compliment, I said thank you, but you told me you loved me, and I said you don't even know
Define
me.
love. Define love. Love is both. Listen, I'm saying this. You don't think you know love. I don't know. I know you don't know love because love is both.
I am so loved.
If you were so loved, then everybody you love, you never was mad at.
I swear for God, there's a couple of things. Either he used to be a straight up crackhead, right? And he's gotten over his addiction and now he just does podcasts. Either that, but like take his voice and exchange it for a woman and it would make a lot more sense of the way that he's communicating back and forth. But here's the thing. Men, masculine men, operate always under the threat of violence. Here's the thing. Maggie is in a situation. Maggie don't look like she has security. Why would Maggie try to get mad or lash out at a grown-ass man who is acting in this particular manner. If anything, maybe she feels protected because the cameras are there, so she's staying there and continuing to engage in this conversation. I mean, I don't know. I haven't talked to her yet. Okay. But in reality, and especially in the West, what we see more is a city girl popping back off at a man that is demonstrating himself like that, but then gets surprised if the man decides to get violent. And toxic feminine young men are the exact types of men that get violent, not a real masculine man, because a masculine man stops at nothing to protect who he loves or someone that is deserving of his protection.
Not true.
So love exists.
Mad is an emotion.
So love exists, and all the emotions exist inside love.
I
So you
would
can't
disagree
determine
with
whether I
you.
love you or not.
I would
You
disagree.
can't determine that.
If I may speak, I think when you love somebody, you're actually madder at them than someone you don't love. Take your children, right? If your children disobey you, if you see a kid acting out in the store, falling out, you're like, well, there they go. But if you see your kid misbehaving, you're even angrier because you want a better outcome for them.
Your
Because
decide. If I see my kid fall, I'm not gonna think that you're trying to make
Okay,
me
that's
and your
fair.
reality. This is what I'm saying. Love is unconditional. It no matter what you do to me.
I
hold up,
disagree.
no matter what you do to me, no matter what I do to you, love will still be there, right?
Yeah.
That's true love.
Yeah.
That's true love,
Yeah.
right? Fake love become determined by you do this, I give you love. You do this, I give you this, right? That's fake. Real love exists inside of everything if it's real love.
I agree.
Shut
but
up. He's putting the condition of real on top of love. Love can be transactional. That's Maggie's point. Love can be transactional, right? And it can also be unconditional, but the modifier is unconditional. Unconditional love is different than just plain love. It's a very simple concept, but the crack-ridden brain can't absorb what she's trying to say.
I do think it has to be earned, and I think it has to be
I
maintained.
ain't earning no love from nobody.
That's fine.
Because like if you got to earn it, then you gonna have to continue earning
Does
it.
a newborn have to earn love when it comes out of your womb?
For children, it's different.
So,
However,
see, you have standard. You see how you have different. Oops.
no, but well,
You
thank
have
you. I
different-
appreciate the compliment. I was just going to say this.
Why
I
is it
focus on
different?
okay.
Why is
I
it
focus
different?
on relationships, children aside, right? Because they come how they come, right? That's just again my faith, the purity of a baby being born. Let's talk about relationships because that's something that I'm passionate about. I can love my man, but if he doesn't continue to do the things that make me love him, that love is going to fade. We have to, that's why it's called keeping the home fires burning. I think as women, that is our responsibility. That's part of our nurturing. A relationship is not just going to be beautiful and bright just because I told you one time that I love you. If I'm not doing those loving things, you're going to feel slighted from me. And over time, that love will fade. How many times have we heard people say we fell out of love or it's just not there anymore because we didn't put the work in to maintain it?
They never loved you in the first place.
What is he-
You said, listen.
I
love,
disagree.
Listen,
Get him out of there.
I'm gonna say this.
Okay.
Right? If you love somebody,
Yes.
love never leaves.
That's
the
true.
The moment it leaves, it never was love. So I'm gonna say this, right?
Okay.
Sound like a
People
woman
confuse
talking.
love with attachments, meaning that if you sit here, if you do everything I tell you to do, then I can give you my love. But the moment you leave, that love disappears.
Dog,
The
he
moment
doesn't
you
live in
disobey me,
reality.
That love disappears. So that I believe is not love. The true love that you said
Yes.
that we both agree on,
Yes.
all of us, that when the baby came in,
Yes.
they got that love.
That's
so
true.
I say that when you love somebody, it should be that love.
Well,
and if it's
even-
not that love, then it's not love at all.
That's fair. I agree with you. And
Yeah.
even the Bible that neither of you agree with has different.
I never said I agree with the Bible.
Okay, my mistake then.
I agree.
I believe it's Greek, and I'm not a Bible scholar, but I believe it's Greek that has different words for different types of love,
There's
right?
agape love.
Right.
Okay,
So,
there's agape love,
right,
and then we have philo love,
right,
And
brotherly.
So this is the thing I'm trying to understand with you.
Okay.
Are you do femininity coaching?
Yes.
You say, well, if my husband keeps on doing everything fine, that's great. But if he stops loving me, do you stop submitting? Or what do? You just go and start
I think submission.
internalizing everything?
I think submission is a choice. What I'm saying is that when you love someone, when you're in a relationship, you have to nurture that. Take any relationship. We'll put love relationships to the side. You can't be a good employee and not show up. You can't be a good mother, sister, friend. You have to continue to do the things that bring that relationship closer.
Maintenance.
So yes, if your husband stops doing the things, if your wife stops sleeping with
I
you,
want to go back to the mother thing.
Dog.
I ain't slept with her. She watching this. I haven't slept with her about 13 months to this day. She still there, will not leave. This is true.
I believe you.
Oh, I know that's true.
I believe
Get him,
you.
Maggie. Get him, Maggie.
It's a choice that I made.
I understand.
The choice that I made, don't say I don't love someone because I don't want to stick my dick in her.
Can you speak to me without swearing?
Come on.
Listen, it's a thing, right? I could speak to you without swearing if you could speak to me as you.
I don't know what you mean by that.
You, before you decided to become a femininity coach and decided that you knew everything about
when
femininity.
I never said
Okay,
I know everything.
Before they go into that, Maggie is cooking them with no flame needed. Everything in this world requires maintenance. The delusional two on the left will make it seem like faith without works don't even goddamn matter. But we know faith without works is damn dead. Delusion without works means you're still deluded. And it's the same with relationships. Now, dependent upon the relationship is going to change or vary the maintenance require. Him saying he don't give his old lady eggplant, and then Maggie with perfection within her wittiness saying, I believe you. Oh, this is what happens when you maintain frame. You can think through whatever is happening. Let's go.
Well, speak to
I
me
took
like
my
that.
own
Well, speak to
courses.
me like you was before you started speaking like that. And
Well,
I
that
speak
cost
with no
me
profanity.
my marriage. Here's the
That
thing.
ain't cost you your marriage. Your husband left you because he didn't see
How
who
would you
was.
know?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this. If you lost,
No frame.
You never lost shit.
Emotion.
Right? Because you are whole. I'm sorry. I don't want to cuss because you say don't cuss in front of me. I'm going to say this. You are beautiful. You never lost nothing. Nothing never cost you nothing.
But how do you know if you weren't
because
there?
You are beautiful. Listen, because everything, listen, I'm going to say this. Anything that comes from you is beautiful. Yes, you probably make mistakes. Everything make mistakes. But if somebody
No,
loves you,
I'm
they're
a
going to love you
sinner.
through
I'm
it.
a hopeless sinner.
No, you're not. You're
Okay.
not. Sinner is a sine wave. You were born in a wave of energy, right? The words have been changed and things are different.
I have made mistakes.
You submitting to a God, you submitting to a man, you living your life submitting.
And I am so happy
up.
because men are leaders.
Circle and
Yes.
say this.
Yes.
When you sat down, you said, why are we in a prison?
There's a reason I've never heard of this guy before. It's because the majority of his talking points are from a side of the internet that I never venture into, outside of taking the content and poking and making fun of it because it makes no damn sense. And oh, how I love to do that. On that side of the internet, the women over there think that they are perfect the exact way that they are, that there's nothing to improve on, that there's no strategies that they can incorporate within the behavior, the morality that can improve their social, right, relationship situation. They think, accept me how as I am. I am a perfect being and energy just created, and he must accept me for me. This type of pandering needs to be studied, for they do way more damage to relationships than probably they even understand. But they will never stop pandering because of how easy it is to run up the bag on women that love to be lied to. But let's see if there's anything else.
do any crime, but
Right.
you admit to being a sinner.
Right.
And sin is a crime. So that's why you're in a prison planet.
Well-
if you want to go by that.
Okay.
Being in a prison planet isn't just about sin, though.
Nothing inside of that body. I'm telling
There's
you.
nothing inside of. He said there's nothing inside of that body.
Oh, my doctor would beg to disagree, but okay.
But I mean, there's. If you're not a Bible scholar, I'm usually, wanting to talk to people who know a little bit more about the language and the actual Bible.
But how is that helping you? Debating?
Oh, it helps a lot because I uncover the esoteric of the Bible. People have been taught that Jesus is a serpent, that the serpent's evil. When you tell people, no, the serpent isn't evil, you start.
I never said
you start
that- oh, I'm
breaking-
you're talking about
you start
yourself.
breaking programs.
Okay.
The programs that tell you that you have to keep sitting here and talking like this when
Would you
people
believe-
scream at you. Because the Bible tells you you're supposed to submit. You're weaker. You're lower. You do what men say. So if you knew that there were certain things in the Bible
Mm-hmm.
that programmed your mind to not be naturally yourself,
I
it
would
would
have-
help you. So me showing people
Okay.
that Jesus is the serpent in the garden of Genesis
Yeah,
3
this
helps
is-
people say, oh, I'm breaking just like in the Matrix. Once he saw that one thing, Neo started breaking the program. So
I
that's the
disagree
point.
with you. What would actually
Well,
be
you keep
helpful?
saying you disagree with me.
Well, what would be helpful?
Give me a reason why you disagree. Wait, why
I
do you
love
disagree?
watching this.
Why do you disagree?
What would be helpful is
Okay, listen. I want you guys to go over to Maggie's channel so that you can see the answer that Maggie gives within why she disagrees. I can't believe that this is this is someone that is trying to rewrite history. She's revising history, religious doctrine in order, right? Like that's how far that these weirdos have to go. Like they gotta take the scripture and say, no, motherfucker, he was a goddamn serpent. You heard Jesus was a serpent. Let me break it down for you. And they'll literally take something, you just restructure the whole thing so that it fits their world's view. This is the game now. Holy moly, guys. I'm going to leave a link to, in total, it was like a 40-minute conversation. I mean, feel free to go over to Maggie's channel and see what else that they were talking about within this, her response to this, so that you guys can more understand. If you want to put yourself through that, all right? But shout out to Maggie, all right? Because she went through a whole lot on this particular podcast, okay? And she actually had some additional thoughts. I'm going to talk through those. Matter of fact, let me go bring some of those up right now. Trigger warning. This was not real, but it really happened. I owe a sincere apology to everyone who was upset by the content of this podcast, starting with Mr. President. I'm assuming that's her husband, all right? You warned me not to go, and I didn't listen. You told me it was too masculine for me, but my curiosity got the best of me. I never had an interaction like this in my life, and I will never put myself in this environment again. I was invited to a podcast debate and arrived in good faith. When the guests started to arrive, I knew I made a mistake. When the guests began their debates, I regretted my decision. I seriously considered walking out right then, but I engaged only because I thought that this could be a teachable moment for the young women who quietly watch me. And it was a great teachable moment in the way that you conducted yourself, Maggie. So mission accomplished there. I attempted to have an actual conversation. It went nowhere, baby. It was never intended to be an exchange of ideas just for show. The saddest part for me is that after the cameras turned off, almost all of the men in the room came to shake my hand and agreed that true femininity is what we really need right now. Even at 607 Unc told me that he was being fake to get a rise out of me. Okay, so he's really not that much of a moron. He's just a paid actor. I don't know. Is that like, they still doing that? The whole fake persona shit? I felt completely foolish for not knowing it was a game all along. Some people come to the internet to learn. Some people come to the internet simply to go viral. To my friends, to my students, my sons, my ex-husband, and military family, I am incredibly sorry for giving you any scare. Interesting that she apologized for the ex-husband, but he came up during the conversation, so I get her sentiments. I do not take the protection you offer lightly and would never make you worry about my safety. For the ladies who want to learn from this mistake, listen to your husbands. He will sacrifice himself to protect you every day willingly. To Mr. President, there are no words. There is only me doing better if there's a next time and listening to you the first time. I am sorry. I shared this at Digital Social Podcast Debate with Nefab Shada in the hope that this is helpful to any of you who will watch this. I will continue to stand for faith and family. With love, Maggie. Round of applause for Maggie. Round of applause. You know, accepting accountability, responsibility for the decision to go there, admitting that her husband told her, hey, baby girl, don't go. This is not for you. All right. But here's the thing. And this is all I go and I, talk to the MTRs about, speaking out in regards to the tomfoolery that you see to try to reverse the bullshit that we all see in modern times. But I also give it with a caveat to say that I understand, because you could be putting yourself into an environment the way that Maggie just had, and all of a sudden you find yourself in this pseudo fight that you never wanted to have, one of which your words are getting completely twisted, one of which you have a dude who obviously wants to become famous on the internet, act in a suboptimal way in order to get clips up out of you. But at the same time, Maggie, I salute you for demonstrating holding feminine frame throughout it all. Woo! This is why I often talk about frame within this conversation. Mostly I'll talk about masculine frame, but this was a gold star moment in feminine frame, okay? Because when most people cannot beat the actual point, they'll try to get you emotional. They'll try to beat on your composure, they will interrupt you. They will cut you off. They will mock you. They will try to shame you. They will misrepresent the things that you are saying. They will try to straw man your argument, or they'll just try to provoke you into something outside of who you actually are in an attempt to get a clip out you or just to drag you down to their level. But if you play with pigs in mud, the pig gon' like it, and it's just dirt on your face. But I think Maggie here put on a master class and showed the difference between femininity and being a delusional, weak clown. All right. She stayed calm. She stayed grounded, and she demonstrated herself well as a femininity coach, a wife. I mean, outside of not listening to the husband, and especially a mother. We cannot forget about that. So again, Maggie, I salute you. All of us over here will continue to support you. And for the women watching, outside of what the dastardly young woman was trying to convince women of, femininity is not oppression, okay? Being soft doesn't make you ill. It doesn't make you less intelligent. It doesn't make you stupid. But being cooperative makes you powerful, helpful in to support better decision-making, helpful in staying actually protected, and so much more, all right? All right, guys, I'm out of here for right now. This one has drained me. Watching Maggie go through that, it's drained me, Maggie, so I didn't even know how you felt within that, all right? But one can guess, all right? Guys, drop me your questions, comments, concerns down up in the comment box down below. Also, check out viraltovalue.com as well to get my blueprint. Fast track blueprint of how to do all of this. All right. I created an entire curriculum. We're going to start doing bi-weekly conversations. I suggest you get up on it now before that price goes up. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. This is why I don't really do these conversations, because I'm trying to protect my peace, baby. I done worked too hard not to be at peace with the decisions that I am making. And I ain't trying to go viral. I tell you guys this. I ain't trying to be famous. I'm trying to make sure that the algorithm respects me. You understand me, all right? But that's why I turn on all of these podcast shit. I ain't trying to be famous, all right? You know, but nevertheless, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Stay safe out there, all right? Make sure that you look at content like this and tease out the solutions. And yeah, I'll see you guys very, very soon. Until next time, peace.
So without further ado, MTR, cut through the BS like we in charge. No cap with the rappers like steel bars. Unpacking and rapping like here we are. Mediocre tutorial reviews. Like, comment, share my views. Come up and I paid my dues. Big step in my black way shoes. MTR, he break it down, yeah, it's MTR. Check out the sound when it's MTR. No one put it down like it's MTR.